All right, let's talk about something fascinating today. There's this hidden number, a kind of secret code in the universe that shows up everywhere. It dictates how things grow, from a tiny seed into a massive tree, all the way to how your own finances can expand.
And look, this isn't just some clever line. It's a fundamental truth. There really is a mathematical signature behind all kinds of growth, connecting the natural world with the world of wealth. And its name is E.
So what in the world could a growing tree, an expanding population, and your bank account possibly have in common? I mean, on the surface, they seem totally different, right? But believe it or not, they all share this hidden pattern for success, this common thread that helps them reach their full potential. And the answer is, they all grow continuously. It's not about these big, sudden jumps. Think about it. A tree doesn't just, wake up one morning a foot taller. A population doesn't double in an instant. The most powerful kind of growth isn't about these sporadic bursts. It's about a constant, steady process.
And this is where that amazing number E comes into play. It's basically the mathematical symbol for this exact idea of perfect continuous growth. It's way more than just some number you forgot from math class. Here's a quick way to think about it. Imagine you have a dollar that earns 100% interest over a year. Simple enough, you'd end up with $2. But what if you split that up and compounded the interest twice a year? You'd actually have a little more. What if you did it 1,000 times, even more? Well, E is that magic number. It's about 2.718 that you get closer and closer to as you compound an infinite number of times. It's literally the absolute maximum potential for growth.
So, the first big piece of this puzzle is frequency, right? How often does the growth actually happen? Is it once a year, once a month, or what if it were happening all the time?
Because here's the deal. The more frequently you compound that growth, the faster your results show up. It's a direct connection. As you crank up the frequency of those little growth moments, you speed up the final outcome, pushing it closer and closer to that perfect limit we call E. And what this all boils down to is one crucial word: momentum. That's the real secret here. Both nature and finance reward steady, unbroken progress way more than they reward occasional, intense effort. Real lasting growth isn't about huge, infrequent bursts. It's all about keeping that constant forward flow.
So let's look at this side by side. On one side, you've got jumps or bursts, things like a single annual interest payment or cramming all night for an exam. You see, it's a big burst of activity, but then there are these long periods of, well, nothing. And on the other side, you have the E model, a continuous flow. This is like your money working for you 24/7, or the small habits you practice every single day. One is static, the other is dynamic.
And this is where it gets really powerful for your finances. We call it continuous compounding. And no, we're not just talking about daily or hourly compounding. I mean, imagine your growth being calculated and added back in constantly, every single second, every nanosecond even, so that the amount you're growing from is always increasing. That creates this perfect, unbroken curve of acceleration. So, picture this, $1,000. And the old way of thinking, it just sits there. It's just waiting. It's waiting for that one single jump at the end of the year to grow. It's idle. It's not really working for you most of the time.
But what if we applied this principle of E to it? What if that money never ever slept? What if it was grinding for you 24/7, 365, constantly improving and growing for you without a single break? Now that is the power of continuous growth.
When you harness continuous compounding, you're essentially letting your finances copy nature's most efficient growth patterns. Your wealth isn't just waiting around for a paycheck or an annual bonus. It's growing in a smooth, upward curve, day and night. It's a nonstop hustle, a 24/7 engine for your wealth, powered by the very same math that grows a forest.
And you know what? This goes way beyond just money. This principle applies to everything. Real lasting success in any field, whether it's learning a new skill, getting in shape, building a business, it comes from that continuous, daily improvement, not from those rare, heroic moments of intense effort. It's a universal law of progress. Okay, so how can you actually put this into practice? Here's a simple 3-step mindset shift. First, start thinking in terms of continuous flows, not isolated jumps. Second, value momentum over sheer intensity. Remember, consistency is king. And third, find ways to make your tools, whether it's your investments, your skills, or your habits, work for you 24/7.
So I want to leave you with this thought. We're always told to just work harder, right? To put in more effort.
But maybe the real secret isn't just more effort in these crazy intense bursts. What if the key to unlocking exponential growth is actually working smarter by adopting nature's own strategy, working continuously?